So your doctor ordered an MRI for you and you want to know what to expect, how to prepare, and what it's going to be like? I'm Dr. Al and I'm going to tell you all about it. Welcome to All Caps Impression. So let's first talk about what MRI actually is. Now, as you probably already know, MRI stands for magnetic resonance imaging, and this is an imaging modality that does not use any radiation. Instead of radiation that is used in CT scans and X-rays, MRI works by putting you in a magnetic field and using a type of energy called radio frequency. This is a very safe way of taking pictures of the human body, and it produces very detailed images of soft tissues. In terms of preparation for an MRI, most of the time there is no preparation, you just show up. But your doctor will tell you if there's something specific that you need to do. As a radiology resident, I work with MRIs, but I had an MRI done on me last week. So I'm gonna tell you what to expect really by sharing my experience, which was pretty interesting. So the way it usually works is you go to the MRI department and you check in with the person at the desk and you wait for your name to be called. For me, it worked out a little differently because I was already inside since, again, I work there, and because I had this scan to test our new MRI machine. Now, the first thing that happens when you go into the MRI department is you get screened. Because remember, MRI uses a magnetic field, so if there is any metallic object in your body that can be moved by the magnet, and that will become a problem. So the screening is really to make sure there's nothing in your body that can be moved by the magnet. Things like pacemakers, metallic rods, sharpnel, and other objects all can prevent you from having an MRI. So it's important that you tell the tech about any foreign objects in your body. After the screening, I was given a gown and those distinctive individually wrapped hospital socks, and I was told where to change. So I took off my clothes and put on the gown and the socks and headed back to the scanner, where the techs had prepared for me the bed and told me how to lie on it. I got a scan of my wrist, so I had to lay on my stomach and put my arm above my head. And so it was kind of an awkward position, but with enough pillows and foams and blankets, I was comfortable. They also gave me some earplugs because one thing you need to know about MRIs is that they are loud. So you'll hear a lot of banging noises and clicking and clacking and all kinds of noises. Don't be alarmed, that's normal. They actually also offered me music, but I wasn't feeling like it. After that, everybody left the room and my bed started moving into the machine. And then the scan started. During the scan, my bed would periodically move slightly up and slightly down, but I got used to the situation a few minutes in. After a period of time, the scan stopped, my bed came out, and the tech came back into the room and told me that the study has been completed. I asked him how long this took, and he told me it only took 10 minutes. I was actually amazed, because this is not my first MRI. I had the same scan done on me about 8 years ago, and at the time, it definitely took longer than 30 minutes. This really shows you the degree of progress in MRI technology within the last decade. Many things have changed, but the change that really enabled us to decrease the scan times is the software improvements. So now you can have much shorter scan times compared to the past when certain studies used to take up to an hour. MRI is one of the safest imaging modalities, especially non-contrasted studies, and we'll also talk about contrast in a later video. But aside from being safe, it's a fascinating piece of technology, and it's really a marvel of modern medicine. Best of luck to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.